Hi, it's Henna. We're back with another collection video today. I hope you're enjoying this series because I'm really enjoying making it. It is a little bit of work to bring all of these out together, but it's really good for me to see what I actually have and what I want to wear and what I want to keep. I'm saying that I bring them out because, as you can see behind me, I don't have all my perfumes out all the time. I don't like for them to be out in the open. I just think that it's better to store them in a drawer away from the light. So I do have them in a drawer, and they can all fit in there with their boxes, packaging, everything. And I also have another little pull-out drawer that's in a cupboard, and I have some perfumes in there. I have kind of smaller, taller bottles that are more prone to tipping over, and I don't like it when those are in a drawer because when I pull out the drawer, I feel like they move around a lot. So I have some in a cupboard in like a little like it's a portable drawer in a cupboard, and then I have some in an actual drawer. I really don't want to go over that amount, but I am in the process of decluttering lots of things that I have, and I don't think that I will ever really run out of room. Of course, the thing with decluttering is that you seem to just collect more stuff, like you seem to get things anyways. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So everything lives in a drawer. Everything is in a drawer, cupboard, away from light. If I'm really craving something, I will go and get it out. It takes me a minute to pull it out of the packaging a lot of times, and that's okay. Sometimes it takes me a while to even find things, especially if I have a smaller size bottle. So I have a lot of, not a lot, but a number of Chanel bottles that are little, I think they're 30 ml or 50 ml sizes, and they're just so small that it takes me a while to like go through everything and find them and pull them out. So that's super annoying. But big bottles are really easy to find. And what I'm trying to do is to keep brands together. So all the Chanel's together, all the Jo Malone's together, so on and so forth. And that makes things a little bit easier. Let me know what your organization, storage, technique, method is. I know a lot of people have like a spreadsheet and they track what they're wearing and what they have. I don't have a spreadsheet of what I have, but I do have a spreadsheet of the bottles that I've bought. So the money that I've spent, I have a spreadsheet of that. It also includes things that I've sold just in general, just like to keep track of it. And I think that tracking, if you're buying a lot, tracking is a really good idea. Even if you're trading, it's a good idea because sometimes I can't remember what I received in a trade and what I did with a bottle. Did I sell it or did I trade it? And the fees associated with the trade. So if you had to pay shipping, how much was that? Because really that's the cost of the new bottle that you got, plus the original cost of the bottle that you sent, right? I am getting to be quite meticulous. I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit meticulous by nature anyways, but this is really bringing that out in me. I really think it's a good idea, especially if you have lots of things, and if you feel like you want to know what things are actually worth, because sometimes you don't realize what something's worth until you try to get rid of it, and then you realize that nobody really wanted it other than you, in which case what is the value, right? Just like something else to think about. But anyways, today we're talking about the L'Artisan Parfumeur collection of bottles that I have. I only have 5 from this brand, and I only have bottles with this gold top. I'm gonna say that I was intentional initially when I was acquiring these, that I wanted the ones in the older bottles, but actually what has happened is that I haven't really tried anything from the new collection. I've tried one, and that was the Iris Gris one, and I really haven't tried anything else. So I haven't even been tempted to get anything from the newer collection or in the newer packaging. I gravitate towards these because when I was a baby perfumista, so like 20 years ago, and I was like starting on this journey of perfumes. There was a store downtown Toronto that had all these perfumes, all the L'Artisan Parfumeur. They had all of Santa Maria Novella. They had Eau d'Italie. Maybe I've like told this story before, but anyways, they had everything. And I wasn't really into buying and collecting as much, but I loved the store, and they were very, very knowledgeable. They had Comme des Garçons. So really before anyone was really talking about these brands, they were ahead of their time. But I used to go into the store, and they would a lot of times be empty, and they would take me through all the scents and tell me about, you know, Olivia Jacobetti and all the perfumers that were behind these perfumes. And I really fell in love with many of them. I only bought a few, and then over time, as I moved, I ended up, I guess, like getting rid of them. I probably gave some away. I really don't know what happened to them. It was so long ago. But then as I like started to buy perfume again for myself, I found some of these bottles with the gold tops, and I have slowly gotten these over a period of time. I think all of them, almost all of them I've gotten used, and I've only gotten one that was brand new, where I opened the box and peeled off the cellophane, and that one is Safran Troublant. So I've spoken about this one before. This is a rose, saffron, sandalwood perfume. It's quite milky. It's watery. It is really summery and fresh and very easy to wear. This was the first one that I got, and it's just so delicious. Like, there's vanilla in this. It's a very gourmand perfume, and I normally don't like gourmand perfumes, but it's a rose gourmand, which I don't think that there are a lot of anymore. Unlike a lot of rose or gourmand perfumes that are out there right now, this does not have like that sweet component. It doesn't have that ingredient that makes things sickly sweet. It's just like a more naturally sweet perfume. I think this smells a lot like Indian rasmalai, so that's a dessert that we have, and like the rose flavor in that is very similar to the rose in this perfume. So I love it. It's very, I don't know, it's kind of like if you're from India or anywhere adjacent to that area where they use rose in their desserts or rose water in their desserts, like Persian people also do that, then you should smell Safran Troublant. It is amazing. It's just such a good perfume. So that's the only one that I bought new, and that was in 2020, I think. Okay, moving on. Coeur de Vetiver Sacre. I bought this bottle off of eBay a couple years ago, and this is definitely a different take on the Vetiver perfume. It's not very, it's not like a very Vetiver dominant scent, actually. It has dates in it, and it's quite citrusy, like maybe grapefruit. And the Vetiver is more in the dry down and black tea. There's a lot of black tea in here. So it's more of like a grapefruit black tea, slightly sweet perfume. Again, super easy to wear. And that's what I like about a lot of these, is that they are very easy to wear. They're never too heavy. They are quite light in their composition. Love it. Coeur de Vetiver Sacre. I think this is like impossible to find now. I haven't seen anyone getting rid of theirs. I know some people who have this, but I haven't seen people really getting rid of it. And I've only seen it in this size bottle. I haven't seen anyone that has a huge bottle of it. So that's another thing that I've noticed. All right, let's talk about Zing. I saw a bottle of Zing on eBay recently that sold for over $300, and it wasn't even half full, I want to say. This is my bottle. Zing is a polarizing perfume for sure, because it's supposed to smell like the circus. So it's barnyardy, it's cotton candy. Some people say that it smells like cardboard. I definitely get that cardboard element, but I wouldn't say that it only smells like cardboard. I think this is kind of a love it or hate it scent. People that have smelled it have decided that it's not for them. They really don't make perfumes that are this interesting anymore. So I love it for that. I don't wear it very often. But I'm also not going to get rid of my bottle. So that's Zing. I saw someone post on a Facebook group, like they were looking for a bottle of Zing, and in my head I was like, I wonder if they're going to be able to find it, because I know I'm not selling my bottle, but I wonder who is wanting to get rid of their bottle and how much money they want for it. So that's Zing. Right there, you can see that there is like a tiger on there. It's supposedly to, or it's a lady riding a tiger to represent the circus. So, and this is Olivia Giacobetti. She is the perfumer behind this. Let's talk about Lodombra Extreme. This is, I have a mini version of Lodombra, which I forgot to bring out. So I actually have 6 perfumes. I forgot to bring that. It's a little 15 ml. This is supposedly a Jean-Claude Ellena creation. I say supposedly because he made Lodombra, and then this is Lodombra Extreme. When I looked up this perfume, different places had different perfumers listed. I believe that this is Jean-Claude Ellena for sure. I'm very certain about that. This is just a beautiful amber perfume. Again, not too sweet, not too heavy. It has cardamom as the opening spice. Cardamom is like maybe one of my favorite notes of all time. And then like a vanilla, labdanum, patchouli. It's definitely warm, cuddly, almost like Coromandel, but obviously Coromandel doesn't have the spices, and Coromandel has quite a bit of incense, and this does not have incense in it. But this is lighter and I think easier to wear. This would be a really good fall scent, I think, whereas I think of Coromandel as a winter perfume. So that is Lodombra Extreme. This one is not difficult to get, I believe. I've seen this available in lots of places. It only was discontinued more recently. Same with Zing. Zing was actually available in a darker bottle, so it might be easier to find in that bottle, but these bottles are not as easy to find. But this one I have seen here and there. And again, I bought my bottle used and I love it. Not getting rid of it anytime soon. And yeah, that's Lodombra Extreme. Beautiful, beautiful ambery perfume. And I think because I have this, it's really hard for me to be impressed with an amber. Really, if I have this and Coromandel, it's hard for anything to impress me. Okay, last one is the most recent one that I've gotten, and that is Traversee du Bosphore. This is a Bertrand Duchefort creation. He basically took a Chypre style perfume and changed some of the notes to match this this idea of being in where is Traversee du Bosphore? Being in like Turkey, right? So this is supposed to replicate that idea of a Turkish delight, like eating a Turkish delight, but in perfume form. Again, gourmand leaning, just like Safran Troublant, but not exactly a gourmand because it is a Chypre style perfume. And so it has like apple, rose, powder to kind of replicate like the icing sugar that's on top of a Turkish delight. And just a beautiful perfume to wear, especially in really cold weather. So I had a decant of this that someone sent me because it didn't work for them. and I took it up to the mountains and I wore it the whole time that I was there in the winter time, and it worked so well. So I am really looking forward to wearing this again in the winter. I was only able to get this partial bottle of it, but I feel like I'm going to really enjoy wearing it in, you know, November, December, especially if I'm outside. I can't wait to wear it then. It's a little cold leaning. Yeah, it's a little cold leaning, but it still just really works in the winter. I don't know why that is. Whereas, you know, normally I wouldn't wear like a rose perfume for the winter time. I would wear my ambers. I would wear something heavier, but this just really shines. And I think, you know, the rose and the apple just get brighter when it's cold outside, and they have a chance to shine and you can smell them. Whereas I think that if I wear this in the summertime, those top notes disappear so quickly that I can't enjoy them as much. So I love this. It is so good. Maybe my favorite of the collection that I have. I mean, I feel like Coeur de Vetiver Sacre was definitely one of my favorites last summer, and I wore this a lot last summer, and I put it on again today, but I don't love it as much today as I did last summer, and I could kind of feel like I wasn't loving it as much. Yeah, I would say Traversee du Bosphore right now, today, is my favorite, but maybe it's also because I just was able to get this bottle, and so I'm like really looking forward to wearing it in the winter. And so there's like a little bit of excitement. There's a little bit something to look forward to. So maybe that's why I like this as much. Yeah, it's good. I love all of these. Again, not planning on getting rid of any of them right now. I am curious to see how much they would go for. So I keep my eye on eBay, and I like check out some of the auctions that are going on. But they don't come up for sale very often. I actually did see last week someone was trying to sell their Timbuktu, and they had paired it with something else, and I don't know if it's sold yet, because you know what the problem was? The pictures on the listing weren't very good. I feel like if you don't have good pictures, you could kind of see the bottle level, but the picture was taken at an angle, and there were two bottles up for sale, Timbuktu and something else not from L'Artisan. So I don't know who would be in the market for both of those. And then I saw the same person had two other bottles up for sale, and they were partials. I don't think that they've sold yet. So I guess bottles do come up for sale now and then. I just also don't want to blind buy, so I haven't bought any of them or even bid on them because I don't want to buy something that I haven't tried. I saw like there was a vanilla one up for sale recently. There's a tuberose one. I forget what that one's called. That one was, I think it was called Nuit de Tuberose. That one was up for sale earlier this year. I have a sample of that, but I didn't love it enough to spring for a whole bottle. I don't know if I really need another one. The one that I want, that I'm looking for, is called L'eau de Jadamancy. It's a water. It wasn't very popular, and probably because it had like the worst longevity, and it was them experimenting with a more natural form of perfume, I guess. So water, it wasn't even an eau de cologne or an eau de parfum or eau de toilette. And I remember I loved it, but I didn't buy it because it had poor lasting power, and I really, really regret that now. I wish I had bought it and just enjoyed it and worn it. And there's someone on Base Notes that like posts it as their scent of the day all the time, and I reached out to them and asked them if they wanted to sell me their bottle, and they said no, because you know, with shipping, like it wouldn't really even be worth it, and you can't ship bottles to Canada anyways. And I think they live in England, so they were like, yeah, I just don't think it's worth it for me to sell it to you, and when I can't even ship it. And I could kind of understand that, but I still want a bottle of it. I guess that's like my unicorn perfume. Yeah, So that's it. Let me know if you have seen that one or heard that one. Maybe this will reach the right person. They did have it here in Canada, but nobody I know I haven't seen anyone post about it. I haven't seen anyone talk about it. And I know quite a few people who have L'Artisan Parfumeur, specifically these gold bottle ones, in their collections, but nobody has that one. And it's really too bad because I really want a bottle. I think that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any, if you want any, if you've smelled the new collection. Love to know your thoughts. And that's it. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.